blue with the light blue star of all the gin joints, number 7, Alice Stevens. With the black cross belts, the black cap is Minimalistic, number 5, and Josh Newman. Young Buck is the favourite here at 11 to 8. So at 3 to 1. Moratorium is a 6 to 1 chance. 15 to 2. What's his name? Be Bold at 10. 16's Minimalistic. 22 to 1. Broadclist, and the outsider at 50 to 1 of Young Buck in the hands of Olive Nichols as they arrive at the 3 1/4 mile start. 20 fences for them to jump, and they have reached the starting point. Post time here is at 4:55, 1 minute away. It's always the problem with that Hunter Chase meeting. It is a meeting that does seem to take a lot out of horses, and that's always a bit of a worry. I thought you were just talking about Be Bold a chance. I mean, he probably represents a bit of value here now. Starter raises the flag. Interesting about Miles Osborne, by the way, who rides Moratorium here, Lukey. He's due to ride in a hurdle race on Jersey at Leland on Sunday. He'll be going over there to ride, so wish him luck in that one as well. Flag is raised. And they're moving into the starting area. Facing up to the tape now. Walk in, and they're off. This is the Totnes and Bridgetown Steeplechase Company Open Hunters Chase. 3 1/4 miles ahead of them. Of all the gin joints is the one who sets off in front as they cross the first of the scheduled 20 fences. Of all the gin joints, a little ponderous going into it, and quite an alarming mistake by Minimalistic at the back of the field. Josh Newman was waving to his fans in the stands. Going now towards fence number 2. Of all the gin joints, little skew whiff going over it. Moratorium on his outside, Young Buck between them. Those are the first 3. Then with the big white blaze on the outside is Crypto. Towards the end is Be Bold, followed by Broadclist, and then What's His Name as they go over the first of the open ditches. And Minimalistic, having not been very good at all at the first, has jumped the second and third much better, but he is detached by a couple of lengths as they take the turn on now towards the mini fence. So it is Of all the gin joints and Alice Stevens on the inside who lead the way. Moratorium out wide, and between them was Young Buck, who almost emerged with the lead crossing over that. So it's now Young Buck on the inner of Moratorium, who are the first 2, with Crypto on the outside of all the gin joints now in 3rd and 4th. Be Bold is racing in 5th. Then What's His Name racing on the inner of Broadclist, and the back marker, as has been throughout so far, is Minimalistic. Over the next, fence number 5, and the leader was Young Buck. Just jumped slightly away to the right over that fence. A reminder of all the gin joints racing now in 4th position as they come on towards the fence, which will be the last in a couple of circuits. Young Buck, as he was at the previous fence, not terribly high at that. To Moratorium, who took it in a close second. Then up against the inside rail is Be Bold, racing alongside Of all the gin joints. Crypto is in 5th. And then in 6th and 7th, What's His Name and Broadclist, and still Minimalistic is the back marker as they go into the turn just beyond the enclosure. So 2 circuits still ahead of them. This Totnes and Bridgetown Steeplechase Company Hunters Chase. So they go now towards fence number 7 on the side of the track. The only obstacle they take twice in this race. They take the others on 3 occasions. Young Buck, Olive Nichols on the inside of Miles Osborne on Moratorium. Now pushing up between that trio as they crossed over that. B-Bold has cut every corner to the inside. Crypto has taken a slightly wider route through the first circuit, length and a half back to last year's winner, What's His Name, on the inside of Broadclist, who's just pushed along for a few strides, and Minimalistic is still the back marker. Beautiful jump by Young Buck, the leader, crossing over the first one down the back straight, fence number 8, and that now establishes him a lead of over a length and a half, coming now towards the 9th. Young Buck comes to it, again, jumps it well, to Moratorium, who was over in second, and then a wall of 4 in behind. What's His Name getting closer on the inner of B-Bold, who's left the inside rail for the first time. Crypto out wide, and then of all the gin joints, they go over an open ditch, which saw Broadclist last the main body of the field, and Minimalistic has now dropped a further 3 or 4 lengths behind the others, so now he's about 7 lengths off the tail of the main group. On towards the mini fence again, fence number 11, and Young Buck comes to it. Once again, as he's done at a couple of fences, showed a little tendency to drift right-handed over his obstacle, but he still leads the way to Moratorium on the back of a really good run at Cheltenham last time out, racing in second. Then Crypto around the outside of What's His Name and B-Bold. Those first 5 are still covered by only about 3.5 lengths or so. Ridden along Broadclist on the inside of all the gin joints, and Minimalistic, the back marker. Over fence number 12 and on towards the 13th, the last in a circuit's time, and it's Young Buck who still leads on the outside. Moratorium in second. What's His Name getting closer towards the inner, followed by Crypto, who's always gone wide, and then B-Bold, headed by Broadclist, a further 3 lengths back to of all the gin joints, and Young Buck is still the one they've got to go and catch. Leads by a length and a half now to Moratorium in second. What's His Name is creeping closer towards the inside now in third. Crypto wide of B-Bold, and pulling up at the back of the field before fence 14 is Minimalistic. He never really recovered, having made that very bad mistake at fence number 1. They go over the first fence on their final circuit, also pulling up before fence number 14 of all the gin joints. So now they make the turn into the back straight. They've got 6 more to take. Young Buck leads the way to Moratorium, racing in second. What's His Name in third. Crypto is in 4th. B-Bold is in 5th position. A bad mistake there by What's His Name. Landed flat-footed, having hit that fence very hard. Tailed off at the back of the field. Broadclist, last of the 6, still going. On now towards fence number 16. Young Buck led by 2 to Moratorium over in second. What's His Name is in third. Crypto in 4th. B-Bold is in 5th. And a break now has opened up of about 12 lengths to Broadclist. This is the 4th from home, and Young Buck stood off that a long, long way. Great jump by Young Buck. Leads now by about 4 lengths to Moratorium in second. Another blunder by What's His Name of Crypto, and they race now towards the mini fence. 3 out. Young Buck comes to it, jumps it with a lead of 3 lengths over Moratorium in second. B-Bold has rallied now into third. What's His Name in 4th. Crypto is in 5th place. Pulled up before the 3rd from home is Broadclist. So just a 5 left going as they make the turn in, and it's Young Buck who has the lead, and it's now opened up to over 5 lengths. Olive Nichols and Young Buck at the 2nd from home, over safely to Moratorium in 2nd. B-Bold in 3rd. What's His Name in 4th. Crypto last of the 5, and down now towards the 20th and final fence, and it's Olive Nichols and Young Buck at the last. They're over safely to Moratorium over in 2nd. B-Bold is in 3rd, and with another half furlong to go, it is Young Buck who is coming home to win the Hunters Chase in the hands of Olive Nichols. Young Buck wins. Moratorium held 2nd, and in 3rd came B-Bold.